Hello everyone, welcome to another video in our rectification series. Now we are going to be rectifying some horoscopes for some members of the mafia. Now I came across this person here, Michele Sindona, and I was able to only find one or two events with rectification. The more events we have, of course, the easier our job is. But let's just check here. I like rectifying charts with only one event because it's a bit of a challenge. And who doesn't love a challenge? Okay, so this is his horoscope. He's a financial criminal. Convicted. Contracting murder by paying 50,000. Okay. Now the way he dies is he gets poisoned. That's what I read here. Yeah, he was poisoned with cyanide in his coffee. Let's take a first look at the transits for the date of his death. Of course, we will look at both direct and converse transits, because converse transits are very important, whether in rectification or prediction. They are valid and strong. So let's look here at our direct transits first. And what do we see here? Transits that indicate death. We have Pluto opposing the ascendant. That's a very big one. At the same time, we have Saturn in conjunction with the 8th, and we have a square from Uranus to the 12th house. Three very critical aspects from three slow and heavy planets, slow moving heavy planets. These by themselves give us a clue that we are very close to the real birth time. We're very close to the real birth time. In converse transits, we have a Pluto on the ascendant, a south node in conjunction with the 8th. Neptune is on the 12th house. We have this wide Saturn opposing the 8th. Okay. Now, I doubt it could be more than an hour away just from these two transits. Okay, so let's just search a plus minus 1 hour from our birth time here, which should be this. Excuse me. Okay, now we have our table of results of rectification peaks, and we can see here that the second rectification peak is actually the recorded birth time. So this leads me to believe that this could be the real birth time. Let's take a look here at this software rectifies with topocentric primary directions, which are the best technique to rectify a horoscope. What do we have here? We have in primary directions Pluto comes to a conjunction with the ascendant. In secondary directions, the 12th house opposes natal Pluto. There's a there's a sextile from the ascendant to the south node in secondary progressions, a square from the IC to the moon, a square from the part of fortune. Very great, amazing. Let's look at his natal horoscope. Here we see the movement of Pluto to a conjunction with the ascendant through converse motion. It's a different event. Here, through converse motion, how Pluto moves backwards to a conjunction with the ascendant, and how the 12th house moves to an opposition with Pluto at the same time. So very critical is the placement of Pluto here at 6 degrees and 7 minutes, how far away it is from the ascendant. So let's correct our time here. I forgot that we were already in universal time. And we have this, which does not differ a lot from the recorded birth time. It's only 16 seconds. Let's check again our transits. Now there is one technique I love to use. South node opposing the ascendant, Pluto opposing the square from Uranus. See how all the transits line up, all the important major transits line up. The square from Jupiter to the 8th, we can use that also, but this is more quantity than quality. Now the technique that I love to use is progressed sidereal solar returns, and these have a very limited orb, which is around 12 minutes. So 12 minutes and below. So what do we have here? There's a sextile from the sun to the 4th house. Now there are four different solar returns, but I'm going to only be using 2, because if I were to use the other 2, I would have to open up my Astro software. Sextile from Uranus to the 12th house. Time is anything here? I believe I saw this Pluto. Okay, Pluto is 12 minutes away from an opposition with the ascendant. This is far away from the 12th house, so we can't take it. Let's just try one final technique before we close this off, because I really believe that what we have here is his actual real birth time, which we've just rectified. Now the final technique that we're going to try is, of course, solar return aspects. Okay, the solar return aspect here is the main one is Pluto opposing the ascendant with an orb of less than 1 degree. It's even less than 30 minutes. Very tight aspect. Now converse, it's again Pluto and Neptune at the same time. So yeah, this is the rectified birth chart of Michele Sindona. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.